I want you to listen to this because I want to get your reaction to this.
There have been bumps in the road, but they've only been turbulence. They have not been an obstacle to the American people having a healthier life. Our founders wanted for them life, a healthier life, liberty, the freedom to pursue their happiness, not job locked.
That was Nancy Pelosi more or less saying our founding fathers would have wanted this health care law. And I could just see George Washington. I check here. Damn, am I covered for this?
I mean, is she
really
claiming that suddenly Washington and Madison and Jefferson and Adams were socialists who wanted to redistribute wealth? I think it's a gross misreading of a selected portion of the Declaration of Independence. I got to tell you, I sat next to her on a plane flight recently.
Really?
And as soon as I sat down, she looked at me and she said, "Oh, can we agree not to talk politics?" We had a perfectly lovely conversation for the duration of the flight about everything.
What did you talk about?
We talked about who our mutual friends were and sports. It was the football season, and she was in love with the San Francisco 49ers. But she has this.
That's a long flight. Were you coming across country?
No. It was just D.C. to New York.
Oh, okay.
But she is dead wrong to suggest that the framers wanted socialized medicine or anything that even resembles the Affordable Care Act.
She was equating happiness and all that to health. That's what she was saying.
Well, the happiness in the Declaration of Independence, as she interprets it, is a great leap. Because happiness to the person who wrote that, Jefferson, meant free from government. Free to pursue happiness without the government regulating.
Did you hear what Ben Franklin wrote us? Hey, Nancy, go fly a kite. Really?
If he were around, that's what he'd say to her.
But I always think when they insert themselves in history, and I think a lot of them were doing this at the time of the health care law, and they marched arm in arm like this, and they were marching on Thelma kind of thing. That somehow we're mixing our causes here, and we're equating what the founding fathers were pursuing versus what they're pursuing now. We're our founding fathers into no government or government that just helps the people. How would you define it?
I think they were into a minimal government, and the Constitution was written to restrain the government and to guarantee maximum individual liberty. Mrs. Pelosi believes that for the opposite, that the Constitution was written to liberate the government so it can take from those who work and give to those who don't. It's two radically different views of America, but she cannot claim that the founders' view is the same as hers. Somewhere along the line, it changed radically.
But the founders could look at Social Security and all these other big
they would recoil
programs.
They would recoil
all
at that because they bequeathed us a society in which we were free to take care of ourselves. The original Constitution expressly forbade the income tax, didn't permit the redistribution of wealth. Those things didn't happen until the 20th century.
But they did invent the internet. No?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
And she didn't invent the internet either.
I got to ask you more about this plane
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It was so funny when she looked at me and said, "Oh, can we agree not to talk politics?"
I could just
yes, Mrs. Pelosi.
Have my tuna sandwich, Judge. It's like,
she was utterly delightful.
Oh, sure. Who isn't?